So for today's video, we are going to be testing out just how strong permanent adhesive vinyl really is. And to do this, I'm going to be going into Academy Sports Stores here. I'm going to be buying an inflatable raft, punching a hole in that raft, and then patching it with permanent adhesive vinyl to see, does it patch a hole? Can it still float if you use permanent adhesive vinyl to patch a hole? And I'm gonna stick my husband in that raft to see just how strong that raft really is, if it does in fact plug that hole. So let's go ahead and go on into the store and buy our raft. Alrighty, got my mask on. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. Apparently there must be a run on inflatable boats because they do not have any. So I'm gonna have to resort to online to buy myself an inflatable raft. Okay, so I'm back in my car and that went completely unexpected. I thought they'd for sure at least have one or two inflatable rafts, but they had nothing. So I went ahead while I was in there and I went ahead and looked it up on their website to see, you know, if I had to order something, what it would do. And guys, can you see? You can't see that. I'll put it up on my screen here. That's expensive. I'll put it up so you can see it scrolling along. Those are like at least a couple $100. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to use a different little tiny raft that I have at home that's a tiny little bathtub that my kids used to use, and we're gonna test it with that. And if I reach 4,000 subscribers, I will get that big fancy smancy raft that costs a lot of money and stick my husband in it. But we're gonna start small and we're gonna work our way up to that to see just what vinyl can do. Okay guys, so when I do get to 4,000 subscribers, I will go ahead and buy that really expensive raft, and I will stick my husband in the pond in the raft. But to test the vinyl theory out, just at least to do something until we get to 4,000, we're gonna put it in this bathtub, this little inflatable baby bathtub. I'm gonna puncture a hole in it, patch it with vinyl, and stick it in the tub to see if it floats. So if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that red subscribe button. Help me get to 4,000 subscribers so we can go do this in a pond with a real raft with a real person. So yeah, let's go ahead and give this one a test. Okay, so the permanent adhesive vinyl I'm going to be using is going to be Starcraft today. Let's go ahead and get that ready so that we can patch our hole immediately. Okay, so that is peeled and ready to roll. So I'm going to go ahead and take the knife and I'm going to puncture a hole. Okay, we made the cut. This is our first attempt at it, and this is going to be to see if it can keep the water out. If it can, we'll move up here and we'll try for air. So let's go ahead and see how it does. If we give it a little bit of resistance, splashing it around, can it keep that water out? Oh, I mean, come on, they say it should be good with water. Let's find out exactly how good. So far, so good. Okay, that one seems to have done well so far. I'm gonna let this sit for a while to make sure that this is really good on the bottom with the water. While it does that, I'm gonna be going to get another piece of vinyl. I'm gonna make another cut right up here with the side that's holding the air, and I'm gonna test it there as well. So let's go ahead and get another piece of vinyl. Okay, so as far as keeping the water out, it has done that. It has done a good job so far. Let's go ahead and do the side with the air. Okay, so the initial cut, when I made a cut with the knife, it took out a good chunk of air. So to be fair and to fully test it, I did re-inflate the lost air just from that initial cut after I patched the vinyl. So this is its test. It has been cut, it has been patched with the vinyl. This is for the air. This was just to see if it could keep the water out of the bottom as well. So far, so good. I mean, really banging on this thing and squishing it. I don't see a whole lot of air lost, but let's give it some time. Let's put some little stress test on it, if you will, because if we're gonna put a whole person in a pond, we want to make sure that, hey, you know, it's not going to turn out to be the Titanic out there. So let's go ahead, give it a stress test. Let it sit here for a bit, kind of move it all around. And we will come back and check on this to see how the air is turning out and how water resistant this really is with given some time. Guys, okay, so I went, did a couple of things and came back to just, you know, kind of check on it. And look what happened. My vinyl did not hold up very long. So it did work temporarily, but it did not work out long. So let's say like 30 minutes or less here is what it could patch it for. So yeah, not exactly what I was going for or what I was hoping for. So if you're wondering if it can hold and patch some vinyl, no. But it was a fun experiment and it was fun to try. Thank you guys for watching. And hey, be sure to subscribe. If I hit 4,000 subscribers, we might still use that big RAFT just to see what happens. So thank you for watching.